So apparently Netflix is losing subscribers, and there's a petition going around to have the Michael Jackson Verdict docuseries pulled from the streaming app. Just lock in for a second because this shit is about to get messy. So as we know, a few days ago, it was announced that there will be a 3-part docuseries coming out on Netflix in June called Michael Jackson, The Verdict. The goal of this documentary is to discuss his 2005 trial by giving us more of an inside look at the courtroom and exactly what happened. And it's going to give us an opportunity to hear from certain members of the jury so we can see how they came to the point of his acquittal. Now, the two main questions about this docuseries have been, is this documentary going to help us learn more about Michael Jackson's innocence, or is this yet another hit piece to make people question whether he was actually innocent or not? Now, the way it's being presented to us is supposedly going to be about his innocence, but the more you look into it, the fishier this thing gets. And it mainly has to do with the people behind the docuseries. For example, one of the producers is Anya Cooper, and Anya Cooper worked alongside Dan Reed, and Dan Reed just so happens to be one of the producers of the infamous Leaving Neverland. Now, according to my research, it does say that Anya Cooper technically didn't work on Leaving Neverland with Dan, but the fact that she was associated with Dan when that documentary came out and now she's producing this one just seems a little fishy. But don't stop there, because another producer of The Verdict is James Goldston, and James Goldston just so happens to be one of the producers of the Living with Michael Jackson documentary. You know, the one that was made by Martin Bashir that was completely taken out of context and purposely manipulated to make Michael Jackson seem like a terrible person, aka the documentary that spawned the 2005 trial. Yeah, he's producing this one as well. So you're telling me that two of the people that are producing The Verdict were associated with people who made Leaving Neverland and also produced one of the biggest hit pieces against Michael Jackson? And you expect me to believe that this documentary is rooted in truth? Yeah. Hard pass. I myself have already signed the petition earlier today, and it currently has well over 100,000 signatures. Now, is this petition actually going to work? I don't know, but the best thing that we can do is at least do our part. But yeah, bro, I don't know, man. I'm not really feeling this, bro. So I'll definitely check it out, but I'm going to be keeping a very close eye on the information given. However, if we can prevent this thing from coming out at all, I would definitely prefer that. I was not kidding when I said that people are canceling their Netflix subscriptions. So yeah, this is not going to be a good look for Netflix, bro. But yeah, man, I'll continue to do some more research about this documentary and update you guys as much as I can. But as of right now, it's looking pretty bad. So y'all hit me up in the comments and tell me how you feel about all of this. Please stay tuned for more updates, because I'll definitely have them coming to you.
Wow, the Michael movie's doing pretty well, huh? Check out this new documentary that we made against him. Okay, we would like to cancel our subscription. Wait, what? Why are you leaving? We thought you loved Michael content. I love Michael, and you need to leave that poor man alone. He's literally dead. You're literally beating a dead horse. This new documentary might change your opinions on Michael with the new information that we've gathered. I don't want to change my opinion on Michael. I love Michael, and he was already tried for this, and he was found not guilty on all 10 counts. This is double jeopardy. Leave the poor man alone. But what about the potential victims? Don't act like this is for the victims, which I don't think exists, by the way. If this was truly philanthropic, it wouldn't be behind a paywall. And you guys chose to sit on this documentary until the Michael movie came out so that you can ride his popularity and gain the viewership and gain the subscribers. It's disgusting, it's scheming, and for that reason, I want out of my membership. No!
So Netflix just announced that they're releasing a 3-part docuseries titled Michael Jackson, The Verdict. Okay, and according to them, the docuseries will shine light on the allegations, the trial, the verdict, and the story of it all. And apparently,
Netflix is out here tripping, and they're about just to find out what's in store for them. The year 2005, June 13th, Michael Jackson was rendered verdict that he was innocent. All 10 cases involving what people thought, and all those people that pressed charges, he was found innocent. The year 2000 and 2025, that's like a week ago, Netflix released a documentary. They called it a docuseries, saying Michael Jackson, The Verdict. What was involved in that verdict, really, when people were seeing the video, really made people question a couple of things. Because the truth of the matter is, Michael Jackson was innocent. And we try to ask ourselves this question: why did this happen? A month after Michael Jackson biopic was released, maybe Netflix was wanting the attention that they were never getting, because people are opting out, because we have other movie platforms that offer better movie with better services, better movie, better prices as compared to Netflix. So when they get to say this, it makes them want to have something that will have their platform spike. But the only problem that they did is to make this mistake, because Michael Jackson have proven himself innocent. So many people don't even understand what really Michael Jackson was trying to tell people. There's this song called Leave Me Alone. It tries to address people to stop following him with the things that happened long time ago. But here is Netflix, and I really don't know who is trying to push this information. I really don't know who is trying to paint Michael Jackson dead. Remember, just 3 days ago, Michael Jackson came back to the Billboard. I'm going to be talking about two albums. The first album that was #1 globally, which even beat Drake's recently released album. The album Billie Jean, top #1 globally. Imagine that was 25 years ago. So Michael Jackson is still great. And people, oh, and I forgot, there's this other song that entered the Billboard top 200 globally. Also, I forgot the name of the album, but yes, it is there. So this shows you that Michael Jackson is still having fans. People are still listening to Michael Jackson. But we have people that want to tarnish the name of Michael Jackson, basically, because they feel like this person is getting so much attention. So what can we do? Let's remind people of the things that he did. Well, things that in reality he never did. They are planning to destroy the name of Michael Jackson. Or maybe Netflix is trying to get traction because they've not been getting money recently. I don't even remember the last time I watched Netflix. I don't watch Netflix. Not in a bad way, but I don't watch Netflix. I don't know the last time I watched Netflix. I could watch a movie anytime I want, any place I want. But that's not going to be Netflix. And I'm going to be watching any movie that I want. Even if you release it today, I'm going to be watching it. So that shows you that Netflix, they're losing traction. And they tried to find a way of coming up with traction, but they made a great mistake, because there's a petition that is going out there. People are signing a petition to cancel Netflix from tarnishing the name of Michael Jackson. You know what, brothers and sisters? I want us to watch this video, and then I'll be back. I'll be giving my 2 cents in regards to this. So if you're watching me for the first time, I'm asking you to please subscribe to the channel, join the membership. I really get to see what I can offer you. For those who are always coming back, watching my videos, subscribing, man, I'm really, really grateful, because you are the MVP. You're the most important people in this channel, and I really, really love you all. And I don't want to say much, but let us watch the video. I'll be back with my thoughts and commentaries in regards to this. So let's watch the video. I'll be back.
It's going to be told, in their words, by quote-unquote key players from the trial. Okay. All I have to say is that the timing of it all is so extremely inappropriate / convenient. Because for years, the media has consistently bashed Michael Jackson for anything and everything. And now, once the realities of the struggles he had faced in his life and the misinterpretations of who he was at his core is finally being understood, here comes the media again, wanting to paint him in a poorly lit light. I'm not having it. Netflix, if this story is not told in the most analytical and factual way possible, where there's no sort of opinion or bias behind these stories, you're done. You're absolutely done. Because how are you going to say it's going to be told by key players in the trial when the #1 key player isn't alive anymore to share his narrative? That's already weird to me. That's already weird to me, because why are you having other people tell someone else's story? And then also, if there's, I'm genuinely petrified at the fact that they're just using this as a cash grab. And it's so beyond inappropriate. It's just like, let this man rest. He has struggled and suffered for his entire life. And the one time he's finally getting half of the flowers he deserves, there it goes again. The storm begins. So I just really, we know the facts, right? We, real Michael Jackson fans, know the facts. They found nothing on him. Nothing. So if this docuseries says anything else, you're done. Everyone cancel your Netflix subscriptions. I'm not playing.
I get it now. I finally understand what Michael was trying to warn us about. With this new doc series that's dropping about his 2005 trial, the timing is insane. I'm gonna tell you right now, June 13th, 2005, Michael Jackson was found innocent. Not maybe, not we can't prove it, innocent on all 10 counts. But somehow, the world never let him be innocent. And the comments under this trailer are beautiful. People are waking up. People are finally seeing how the media tried to trick all of us. How we were conditioned to not like a man who was proven innocent. My heart hurts because every time Michael breaks records, whether it be music, box office, books, something always pops up trying to tear him down. That's exactly what he said when he was alive. He knew what was happening. This man had over 370 witnesses, many of them kids and parents, who came forward to say that he treated them with nothing but kindness at Neverland. But the media didn't want that part. And let's talk about how they treated him during the investigation. Police manhandled him, dislocated his shoulder, and locked him up in a tiny bathroom. This is how they treated a man who was later proven innocent. Michael Jackson might be the only person in history who was vindicated in the court of law and still punished by the media by not being guilty. But now, we're waking up. We are seeing the truth. And the world is finally realizing how Michael Jackson was really treated. For my last few words, I just have to say, justice doesn't expire, and Michael Jackson deserved better.
Now, I know Michael said don't stop till you get enough, but that's enough. I'm tired of this crap. You don't need this. And then the way they're trying to set it up and say, like, decide for yourself. There's facts. You can check yourself. I mean, I guess they're just trying to do this for money because of what's going on. You know, the Michael movie is huge right now, so they're trying to cash out on it. They know people want to look into this instead of doing your own research. We all have phones. If you're watching this right now, you're on a device, and you can use your device to look up the facts and the truth. You don't need Netflix to figure this out, because a lot of the times shows like this, they create a bias based on a lot of these older Michael Jackson stuff that has come out prior to this. They haven't been nice. So it kind of leaves you to believe what they want you to believe, because they paint a narrative. They paint a picture instead of you actually just Googling it yourself and looking into it. It's so simple. I've done research for a very, very long time. You guys don't even know. I've read the court documents, the transcripts. I've listened to them on YouTube. It's been vindicated multiple times on all counts. Those things just don't happen if it's not true. I mean, look at R. Kelly, for God's sake. And then it's stuff like this that make the public criticize and scrutinize you for being a Michael Jackson fan. Let his legacy live on in what he has worked so hard to create. I would be surprised if at the end of this, they show the proof and the facts and say that he was vindicated on all counts, proven not guilty. Then I'll be like, all right, but based off of what's happened in the past, I don't have much faith in this. I really don't. All I have to say is do your research, use your context clues, have common sense. And if you don't have no sense, get some sense. Don't fall for the okie doke. What I'm seeing is that it's going to be based on two sides. And it says who's interviewed in the documentary. The series features new interviews with participants involved in the trial, including jurors, as well as media figures who were inside the courtroom and observed the case unfold firsthand. Aim was to take the audience inside the proceedings and only speak to eyewitnesses who played a part in those events, the filmmakers say. If it's gonna show like his actual vindication, if they're gonna do him justice and show like, okay, he didn't do this and here's why, then I'd be like, okay, show the facts, stop the lies, and dead this. After I spoil bad, this thing here is done.
People are calling Netflix customer support and threatening to cancel their Netflix subscription if they don't cancel the release of the Michael Jackson documentary.
Y'all putting a documentary out about Michael Jackson? And if y'all do that, I'm going to cancel my Netflix right now. I swear to God.
So for those of you that don't know, on June 3rd, a Michael Jackson documentary is going to come out. And really all it's going to be doing is talking about things that we've already visited, things from his trial, and accusations that were brought upon Michael and his family. And people are upset to hear that they won't drop it and that Netflix is dropping an entire documentary trying to make Michael Jackson look bad yet again. He was already proven innocent, and so people want to just move on. Also because they feel like there's more important files, if you know what I mean, that people have done way worse things than Michael was ever accused of, who are walking around scot-free right now. And people don't feel like it's right that those people are being completely overlooked and the spotlight is still on Michael Jackson. But let me know if you're upset with Netflix and if you plan on canceling your Netflix.
My face right now and telling me that after the Michael biopic being released and breaking records and his music being chart-topping, there's a documentary coming out on Netflix revolving around his trial, and the tagline is "Guilty or innocent, you decide." What the actual fuck are we even talking about for real? Because the trial actually already happened and he was innocent. So what the fuck are we actually doing? What is the conversation? What is the point? Everybody's really starting to piss me off with the things they are collectively doing. After we are literally celebrating this man. This man is being celebrated in one of the biggest capacities ever. The movie is about to release in Japan right now. And that's what you guys are doing? You got Drake's bozo ass using his glove for some sort of clout for this new album, and now Netflix doing this dumbass documentary.
Netflix, y'all subscription numbers must be down, because I never knew y'all to be this thirsty, because we are literally celebrating the legacy of Michael Jackson right now. His movie is doing numbers, his book is doing numbers, his music is doing numbers, and y'all want to come out with this trash? Like, for real, that man was found innocent, not guilty. Like, that stuff happened decades ago, and y'all want to bring a whole documentary out about this because y'all just trying to get some clicks and views. Y'all just trying to get a couple subscribers. Ain't nobody subscribing to Netflix. For one, y'all too expensive. For one, y'all barely have good content as it is. Why can't y'all focus on the stuff y'all already got? But for y'all to be acting like y'all the TMZ of streaming services, trying to come out with this BS. Like, for real, like, y'all had this in y'all back pocket just waiting for the movie to drop so y'all could think that old people was going to tune in for this. At this point, y'all really need to go do some soul searching and just stop being so thirsty. Like, I don't understand how much money hungry y'all could be. Y'all must be in the red and y'all trying to get in the black and y'all just trying to get something real quick. But, baby, this is not the way to do it. We have already shown y'all we don't play about Michael Jackson. And for y'all to do this, y'all really lost it. Y'all really lost y'all minds. Ain't nobody finna feed into this. Ain't nobody finna watch this. All y'all making me want to do is go buy another ticket to go see Michael. That's all y'all making me want to do. Ain't nobody finna really sit here and give y'all my time to watch this BS, because that's all it is. That's all it is. That man, let that man rest. That man has been gone for almost 2 decades. And all this stuff came out way before that. And that man was found innocent. That is an innocent man. Why are y'all trying to trash his name still to this day? Y'all need help. Go report on somebody else. Go report on a person who actually has some real claims. A person who's been found guilty of some real things. How about y'all go do that? But y'all won't do that, though. Okay.
And most importantly, you want to know who's not in the Epstein files? Our king. Our king. Michael Jackson, the Prince of Pop, is not in the Epstein files. And while we're at it, since it's Black History Month, did you know that he was acquitted of all the PDF charges that were brought against him? You know the media never went back and cleared that up. They just tarnished his whole legacy, and he's still known as that to this day, even though they took it to court and he was acquitted of all those charges. So if there's a PDF file island and Michael Jackson was known or accused of being one of the biggest PDF files in the industry, I feel like he would have been on there. Although they didn't let any N-words on the island, it's Michael Jackson. If he was part of that whole gang, I think he would have definitely been welcome there, but he wasn't. Our king was not on the island, okay? Long live Michael Jackson. We can enjoy his music in peace. So I know a lot of us are disheartened by the people who are in that file, but let's celebrate the people who are not. And let's start with Michael Jackson.
Y'all hate that we love Michael Jackson so bad. Y'all hate that movie has grossed over $716 million worldwide and counting. Because I'm going to see it again. We love Michael Jackson. I don't know what this little hit piece is that y'all got going on Netflix. Talking about Michael Jackson, the verdict, the trial. Oh, Oh, y'all want to come out with this docu-series to examine the trial. Y'all was so angry that that movie did not portray or have him in such a bad light, and that people literally were crying in theaters. Y'all really thought y'all had us. No, we've been here. We've been loved him. Like, Netflix, count your days, okay? That Kevin Hart roast already was like, oh, okay. Y'all try to play with Michelle Obama becoming. Oh, okay, y'all keep trying us. We did not want to see this hit piece on my... Whew. We love him. It's not going to change. We love him.
Netflix, you just had to make a profit off of Michael. You just couldn't leave it. You just couldn't let it go. You had to make some profit. Of course you would drop a documentary in the midst of all the good things that's going on right now with Michael. The movie is doing amazingly well. His songs are on the charts again. The state is gaining money. Good things. He's trending every day. The people are talking about him. Good things are happening, and y'all had to come out with a documentary talking about the molestation trial. Y'all really had to. Y'all couldn't just leave it alone. And I know obviously they had to have this documentary planned, and y'all planned it in perfect timing for, the movie coming out and all the success. Y'all couldn't just leave it alone. Just leave it alone. Or do a documentary about positivity. Make it positive. Y'all just couldn't let it go.
So if you're a Michael Jackson fan and you don't know what's happening with Netflix, I'm going to tell you now, so listen up. So basically, Netflix is trying to release a documentary basically next month about Michael Jackson, and it's called The Verdict. So basically, it's about the charges against Michael Jackson. Mind you, he's been proven innocent about 14 times, and they're trying to release this documentary about the kids that accused him of whatever they accused him of. I'm just going to say this. Netflix, if you release that documentary about Michael Jackson, I'm going to cancel my subscription, and you will never ever see me watch Netflix a day in my life, because what you're doing is really disrespectful. Please don't release that documentary. Leave this man alone. Don't understand why they're releasing the documentary after the success of the movie. Now that everybody's talking about Michael Jackson and he's back on top, he's back on the top of the charts, now all of a sudden they want to release a documentary about the verdict. And the verdict was he was proven innocent. So what's the point of this stupid documentary? You not put out a documentary about other people. And I'm not going to say their names, but why are you doing it about a man that's been gone for 17 years? You're weird. Everybody needs to cancel their subscription if this comes out. They're serious.
So I'm canceling my Netflix subscription. It's absolute garbage. Michael Jackson was found innocent. The kids that they used to go against him are now adults, and every single one of them, 100% of them, have now came forward and said that they paid off their parents. They paid off their parents to get them to say shit, and now they're saying none of that ever happened. Michael Jackson's music has went back to #1. His new documentary has soared and made a ton of money, and movies are doing nothing right now. They're doing garbage right now. And guess what, Netflix? You want to come out with this The Verdict garbage right now during Michael Jackson's soaring again? You guys are garbage. I'm canceling the Netflix subscription, and I've been with you guys for 15 years. You're a BlackRock company now, which means I don't want nothing to do with you. I'm done with these BlackRock company stores. I'm over you, Netflix. I'm calling today, and I'm canceling my subscription. #1, you ain't got shit to watch anyway.
People are completely done with Netflix and are canceling their subscriptions after they just announced they're releasing a new documentary on Michael Jackson soon. So for those of you that did not see, the other day, Netflix announced that on June 3rd, they're releasing a documentary about Michael Jackson, but not about his career. It will be about the trial that Michael Jackson went through when he was accused of doing some terrible things to children. Now, the reason why people are upset about this is because many years ago, Michael Jackson was found innocent, so people just feel like this documentary releasing on Netflix soon is just a complete waste of time, and they just feel like this should not have been created and released at all. And I definitely can see where people are coming from. Like, it's very clear and obvious Netflix is trying to capitalize on Michael Jackson's name right now because literally everyone is talking about him because of the Michael Jackson movie that was released a few weeks ago. Definitely a very interesting situation, that is for sure. It's being reported that thousands of people have already canceled their Netflix subscriptions after this announcement, and you already know when the documentary is officially released, thousands more will cancel those Netflix subscriptions as well, and I'm curious to know your thoughts about all of this.
Look, I don't know if y'all seen it, but Netflix June 3rd is attempting to drop this Michael Jackson documentary about his court cases and trying to slander him again, but we ain't got no Epstein Files documentary. It's our time to shine. We as a collective got to get on top of Netflix head. If they drop this documentary, we got to be 10 toes about it. Cancel them subscriptions. Period, point blank. Everybody canceling Netflix subscription. Period. I don't care. We got to put a petition together. We're not tolerating no more Michael Jackson slander going forward. Let that man rest in peace. I'm finna add Netflix. I need all y'all to add Netflix because Netflix got us messed up. The black community, black collective, we wasn't the millennial collective, the Gen Z collective. We weren't here to defend Michael. But we here now. Y'all not finna put no documentary out about him. I will cancel my Netflix indefinitely, literally. Go make a documentary about Epstein. How about that?
Do you know Michael Jackson owned 50% of Sony Records? Michael Jackson owned the Beatles catalog, which made him 50% owner of Sony Records. Sony Records said, oh, no way. We can't let a Negro own half of this, even if he's the #1 selling artist of all time. So Michael Jackson's album Invincible comes out. And what does Sony do? They give him no promotion. They sabotage Invincible to make sure Michael Jackson goes into debt. And then they come back to Michael and say, you're in debt, Michael. You owe us a couple mil. Give us the Beatles music. Michael says, no. I'm going to have a concert, raise the money to pay y'all off. You're never getting the catalog. Michael Jackson made one mistake. He was living in Dubai with his brother. He decided to come back to the Staples Center to perform. Fatal mistake. Mike should have stayed over there until the concerts were done. He came back to LA. They sent Conrad the brother who murdered him, I forget his name, the black doctor, Conrad Murray. I think he did, 5 years? He's home, and he will be comfortable for the rest of his life for keeping his mouth shut.
I stand with the victims of the Michael Jackson case. The victims. The only victim was Michael Jackson. Those allegations destroyed him. You can physically see how his aura and energy completely changed after those lies came out about him. And they're literally the reason why he's not with us anymore. Because all that stress and pressure from things that weren't even true got to his mental health and physical health. And that's why he ended up the way he ended up. So, yeah, the only victim you should stand with is Michael.
Hello? This is Netflix, right? Yes, I would like to receive a refund and fully cancel my membership because they automatically took the money out when I didn't want to, and they have the Michael releasing on June the 3rd, and I'm against that as well, so I no longer will be having Netflix, so I would love if you guys can refund my money, please. Please do, because I'll be filing a lawsuit. I'll be suing if it's not possible. Alright. Sorry? The email is officialnasimnabi@gmail.com. Official NASIMNABI@gmail.com. NASIMBI. Correct. Nassim. Nassim Nabi. Enrico Taylor then. It's me, yeah. Thank you very much. All right. Yeah, it recently just recurred, like the day before yesterday.
Sir, I'm gonna be it's Enrico Taylor over here. If you Google search me, you'll see a $50 million lawsuit versus Nike. I'm not playing about this refund. I'm sorry? Oh, no, that's fine. I'm just letting you know you will be sued literally today if I don't get the refund. And it will be your fault, sir.
All right. What is the payment method on the account? It is my PayPal account. Okay, thank you so much. So I have processed the refund for you. Now, aside from this one, anything else that I can help you with? That's all. Thank you guys so much for canceling my Netflix subscription. Have a nice day now. Have a nice day. Bye. Alright guys, I just got my refund. They had just sent me a notification right now. I had gotten my $20 refund from Netflix. If any of you guys has a Netflix subscription right now and you love Michael Jackson and you love God, then you will cancel your membership. Because the way that they are defaming this person right after his biopic is disgusting. I will no longer be watching Netflix. Neither should you.
Depression can hit any time, but you have to keep going. Michael would have wanted you to keep going until you beat it. Lucas Colley would have wanted you to keep going. Giovanni Jackson.
Hello brothers and sisters, welcome back to the channel. I'm hoping that you are doing great from wherever you're watching this video from. Again, I'm your host and presenter Ejidok Stories. It is really sad that we are in the 21st century. Michael Jackson was proven innocent, but yet again, we have these people they cannot trust. We have Netflix that is trying to come out to tarnish the name of black people. But you know what? Black people are trying to tell them that you need to do better because you cannot tarnish the name of our own. And I don't think it's only black people. The world is getting out. The world is getting out there trying to address Netflix, and people are canceling their subscription. People are asking for their refunds. People don't give a damn because you messed up with Michael Jackson was people's person. He was a person that was loved by everyone. Kids, grown-ups, people of his age, because he tried to warn people about the things that happened in the Neverland. And he told people the truth. You know, let's just be real. Why don't Netflix release a docuseries of people who are in the Epstein files? Michael Jackson was not in the Epstein files, is not in the Epstein files. So why should they take time to create a docuseries trying to address what he did? Some people coming out with allegations that were nullified long time ago. The year 2005, 13th of June, Michael Jackson was proven innocent. The 10 charges that were pressed against Michael And even the people who were kids by then, later on when they grew up, they came up and said that their parents were paid to do this. Yes, that's exactly that what happened. That did happen. So tell me, how does that make sense? Right now, people are showing the middle finger to Netflix because what they did, people are asking themselves this question. You want to play those games, right? We can play those games. And right now, people are prioritizing other platforms that also offers movies and everything. So it's a lose for all this group of people that thought that they are going to be tarnishing the name of Michael Jackson. And as I said, maybe they think that by tarnishing the name of Michael Jackson, it's going to make them have traction because just recently, just 1 month ago, there was a biopic, Michael Jackson's biopic was released. And so they think they can fall with the same traction or the same week that Michael Jackson hit Spotify #1 globally. I listen to Michael Jackson in the morning, in the evening, when I'm meditating, when I'm going to sleep. In fact, my favorite song of Michael Jackson is Human Nature. Helps me really meditate. Calms me down. So when you try and mess up with Michael Jackson, try to understand that there are those people that are not going to just take it for granted. People are going to come out and address you and address the things that you do. I hope that makes sense. I really hope that makes sense. Netflix is just about to learn one of the hardest lessons that it should have learned a long time ago. We are not sorry because they knew when they released a docu-series or documentary or whatever thing that they released, and now it passed through. They sat down and they know that this might have the negative consequences or the repercussions that will come with the decisions that we made. They had a board meeting and they decided that, you know what, we are still going to be releasing these docu-series. And they passed it. Because understand that there are stages before releasing any movie or any documentary or any series. It passes through stages. They had a board meeting and they decided that, you know what, yeah, we're going to tarnish the name of Michael Jackson right now when he's going all through these things. And they did that. But guess what? They didn't know what is in store for them. And right now, Netflix is finding out. Netflix is losing a lot of money. People are canceling the subscription. I canceled mine a long time ago. Because I noticed that there was something fishy with Netflix. They keep on releasing these type of movies and series that involve these type of relationships that I don't like. Yeah, I don't like it. But this is what happened. Or this is what happens when you mess around with a person that everyone knows that they are innocent. So please, let me know what you'll think about this. And as you know, I'm your host and presenter, Enoch Stories. And for those who are watching me for the first time, I just want to say thank you for taking the time watching my videos, man. I'm really, really grateful for all the support that you all give me. But until then, I'm hoping to see you in my next video. But until then, peace, love, and harmony. Salute.